Debate, the Honourable Member for Lethbridge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Imagine for just a moment going into a bookstore, and as soon as you walk into the bookstore, there's a guide, and you are allowed to go through this bookstore only with his or her help. Now, in this bookstore, there are yellow books, and there are purple books, and blue books, and green books, red books. Oh, there are red books. In fact, the red books are the only ones that the guide will take you to. The yellow books, the green books, the blue books, the purple books, the pink books, well, they're all there, seemingly available to you as a consumer. But the guide is actually not permitted to take you to look at those books. The guide is only permitted to take the consumer to the red books. So of course, yes, in theory, you have this entire store with all of these lovely books. But at the end of the day, the guide will only take you to the red books. Now you might ask, well, I'd like to go through the bookstore on my own without the assistance of this guide. He seems rather ridiculous. But no, that is not an option. You must go through the store with this guide, because that is the rule of the store. This is the internet under the Liberal Government of Canada, if Bill C-11 passes. The internet will be guided through a Liberal government's lens. They will determine what content Canadians can and cannot see. Now, in theory, there's this big, wide-open internet with all of this content. But of course, the vast majority of that content will be bumped down in priority, in other words, made undiscoverable. But the red content will be made top priority, moved toward page 1. This is where Canadians will be pointed to. So when they go on YouTube and want to find information that they care about, or watch videos that they're passionate about, or explore topics that they want to learn more about, instead, the government will make sure that they are pointed toward videos that the government has curated for them to watch. That is what C-11 is all about. Now, an individual might say, well, I will use my search bar to look for the things that I wish to watch. No, you won't, because the government will take control of one's search bar and actually direct them toward the things the government wants them to watch. That is how the internet will be curated. That is how it will work. Legal experts came to our committee at the House of Commons and also appeared in Senate. Within the House of Commons, we heard from several who actually likened this bill.
Order from the Honourable Member for l'Honourable Député de Berthier-Masquet.
Honourable Member for Berthier-Masquet. Yes, I'm sorry to interrupt, Mr. Speaker. The interpreter has said that there's an earpiece situated too close to the microphone, and that's creating some feedback, so the earpiece might need to be moved.
That may be too close to the microphone there. Is there a headset anywhere near, or things turned up that shouldn't be? So we'll just make sure everything is clear. That's probably that one. There you go. Perfect. All right, so let's hope everything's going to be fine. Merci beaucoup pour l'interprétation.
Thank you very much.
The Honourable Member for Lethbridge, and apologize.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The fact of the matter is, with Bill C-11, those who enjoy online streaming platforms such as Netflix or Disney+, or who enjoy watching videos on platforms such as YouTube, or maybe even just scrolling through Facebook and looking at people's pages, these individuals will be impacted in terms of the type of content that they can access, in terms of what they can watch, because Bill C-11 will determine the type of information that is put in front of them. Bill C-11 will determine the content that is put in front of our eyeballs. It will control, and by saying Bill C-11, what I mean is, according to Clause 7 of the bill, actually it will be Cabinet that can determine through the CRTC what Canadians can see, post, or hear online. Again, it's Cabinet, based on Clause 7, that will be given that authority. Now that's scary. That's scary for any government that is in power, because that means that Cabinet, which is partisan, will be directing what we can see, say, or post online. Now, instead of giving a viewer more of what they want, YouTube will be instructed to give more of what the government wants. Again, this is very scary for most Canadians. Now, the government will claim, as the honourable member just before me did, that this bill is about, quote, supporting Canadian culture or levelling the playing field. But in fact, that's actually not true.